So I want to talk about modern society today, bro. And just give me a minute to cook. Let me set the picture. So, as someone who doesn't like consume pop culture, pop media, pop music, any of that jazz, sometimes I might peek my head in and just see what's up with the world. Just see if anything's like on fire, literally or figuratively, I guess. And man, today, so it was my brother's birthday, right? And he needed to go exchange a gift he got. It was the wrong size shoe. And I never go to malls, man. I just find that place kind of gross. It's not my vibe. When I was like 15, 14, I enjoyed malls, enjoyed hanging out because it was just like a place to hang out, right? So I just don't go to these stores or this type of establishment, I suppose. But I was in there, man. And I was like looking at the prices in the store. And dude, it like started blowing my mind. Like I knew this stuff existed, but I was like, bro, $1,200 for shoes? That's someone's like rent. And I just like, I don't know, I find consumerism like super cringe and pretty disgusting as a culture. I do think if you enjoy it, especially if you enjoy it in like an artistic sense, I respect that. I think enjoy what you enjoy. I'm just sharing a perspective that I just can't help but feel, you know what I mean? So I'm not trying to like dog on what you enjoy if that's your vibe, but man, it blows my mind like looking at all these products and I'm like, bro, this is $8,000 for a suit top. I was like, this is crazy. $1,200 for ugly shoes. And I was like, dang, bro, this is like mad insane. And I don't know, I just feel like as people we could do better than like make all this garbage that I don't know, you guys do what you want, but I don't know, man, it just like gave me a perspective because I don't know, I don't think about it that much. I just know it's not for me, so I avoid it, right? But I was in there and I would just like started looking around and I was like, dang, bro, everyone's like mad into this stuff. Like all this makeup products, all this cologne, all these like fancy shirts that don't even look fancy, and all these shoes. And I was like talking to my brother because he knows more about this stuff than I do. We were looking at these shoes. I don't know what they are, but they have like red bottoms. He kept saying that's why people buy them, because if people are walking behind you, you see the red bottoms, and like that's expensive. That's, I guess, cool. And I was like, that sounds stupid to me, dude. What do you mean? And then I was like, bro, so what is it? And I guess I'm asking you guys too. What do you guys think the majority of people like view this stuff as? Is it expensive because it's nice, or is it nice because it's expensive? You know what I mean? Like what came first? Or is it just inherently both? Because bro, it's like all this stuff kind of looked like trash to me. I was like, bro, a shirt to me is a t-shirt. Or it's like a shirt's a shirt. Like the function's the same. You will never catch me spending that much. Dude, I'd feel so gross. And dude, I could dish out. If I wanted like an expensive a few $100 on a shirt, I guess I could do that. But I was like, dude, why would I ever do that? So I'd be curious if you guys can explain to me, shed some light on me, because I just don't understand that type of like flex culture. Because in my head, is it? Because after he brought up like the red bottoms, right? Whatever shoe that is, I don't remember. It was like Christopher or something, maybe. I don't know. I can't be bothered. But it like hit me. I was like, is it for other people? Like, is it like a flex? Like you're kind of like waving the flag of like, hey, I'm wealthy. Is that what it is? Or do people actually enjoy that they have that? Like maybe it's one and the same. And maybe I'm not articulating this the best way I can. But it started blowing my mind. So we started walking around the mall and I just see all these stores that are just mad fancy. And I'm just walking by and I'm like, dang, bro, people come out here still. And it's like, you're just surrounded by ads. It feels like you're in a 4D matrix of ads. And I was like, why would you ever come here? Like, what's the point? Like, I get it if you like it, like if you like watches because you like the artistic, like, integrity of them, I guess you can do that with. So that's why I feel like cars and watches make sense, but you still won't catch me in, like, something crazy, bro. I don't know. I just feel like money. I feel like we throw it away too much on that type of stuff. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. I guess the way I view it, man, is like if you're to buy, like, a car or, like, a piece of jewelry, let's say it's, like, $200K or something like that. I just think of, like, how many people like $200K could like really help. You know what I mean? And not saying like, I don't think I would like necessarily like give $200K away unless I had the means to, I suppose. But I don't know, it just blows my mind that like that life-changing money and you're spending it on like a materialistic item that something can acquire the same function. So I guess I'm thinking more clothes at this point. Like, all right, so these shoes, let's say they're $2,000. $2,000 to someone can dig them out of the hole that they're in. You know what I mean? And get them going, get the ball rolling. So why would I ever spend $2,000 on a pair of shoes for me when I can get like a pair of $80 shoes that are the same shoe? It's the same thing. It's the same function. It goes on my foot. They don't get that much comfier, do they? Is it like crazy? Is it like you're walking on the moon at some point? Like, I know athletic shoes, feel pretty nice compared to just like flat bottoms, but dude, I just find that culture just like gross, man. I don't know, dude. Because I also think of like, and maybe I'm overthinking. I'm definitely overthinking it. You do what you want, but I'm talking, right? I'm just gonna talk how I feel. Because, man, I think of all the factories and stuff and all like I don't know if I can say this word, the slave labor, you know what I mean? The child stuff going on, because all this stuff like pretty much comes overseas, right? And a lot of it, you know what I find interesting? A lot of these like kind of nice companies, they come out of the same factory as like the lower, quote unquote, lower class like products, so it's the same stuff being made. It's just like the brand, I guess, right? Which I guess is that, but is a brand really worth that much? I feel like that feels so goofy to me. But maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm just not the target like market. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's like maturity, or maybe I just don't value it because I don't see how that would ever be worth that much, and how, I don't know, man. Is it just like a psychological thing? Like you want people to think highly of you? Because that's also kind of odd too. It's like, why would I care what strangers think? Like half the time, like I'm not necessarily I don't know. If I see someone, I never like look at what they're wearing and be like, wow. Or I never look and be like, ew. I just don't care. It's like, you live your life. If you look like a character, I might be like, dang, the characters are out right now. But not necessarily in a bad way. That's more of like a goofy way. Like, oh, dang, that's definitely a creative character. That's definitely not an NPC. They have some things going on, you know what I mean? And dude, yeah, so shed some light on me. I'd be curious, man. I just find it gross, man. I feel like I could go down more, but I'm like having flashbacks of being there. And dude, here's another thing because I guess I started this off with like modern society, but it's mainly like flex culture, but I guess I'll go down more on like modern society, bro, because dude, I think we're so cooked. So we celebrate, flex culture, rich culture, which is I just find that so gross when like people are like hungry. You know what I mean? I know that's like a thing, like people think like, oh, you can't change, enjoy your life. I agree, but like I feel like if a majority of us like actually brought that to the forefront a little more, we could change a thing. But I don't know. I think people are being brainwashed that, oh, we can't do anything about it, so don't worry about it. It's like, enough of us did, but I know that's hard. It's just a hopeful dream, I suppose. But bro, so as we were driving back, I was like, well, we might as well go full in. Let's listen to like, what's some music that's popping off right now? So we put on like, oh my god, dude, the modern music is so bad, bro. It's not even funny. Like, dude, I was so surprised. He's like, I gotta show you Da Baby. I was like, oh, I think I've heard that name before. So we put it on, and I was like, dang, bro. How many monthly does he have? He's like 27 million. I was like, that's crazy. And maybe there's some good tunes. We literally only listened to like a minute of one of them. And I was like, dang, bro. I'm just imagining like 13-year-olds with broccoli haircuts listening to this, and you guys enjoy your life. But I was like, dang, dude, this is like, I don't know. This has no soul to it. Maybe it's not supposed to, but I was like, dang, bro. And all the lyrics of like flexing and all that jazz. Like we threw on Glorilla. And it's like, bro, how do people unironically listen to this? Like, I get it if you're like, dang, this exists. Let's enjoy it for what it is. But people, like, you're bumping that and you feel it. Like, oh, my God. You do you. But, dude, I just find it so mad gross. Dude, you know what's crazy? So, we also put on, like, some little music videos, right? There was this channel that was, like, hip-hop music videos. And we didn't last too long. We lasted, like, 2 songs. And I was like, dude, it's, like, honestly, like pretty demonic in a way. There was like actual demon stuff going on. I was like, dang, that's crazy. But then just like that flex attitude, that like F you attitude that's like not respectable. I was like, bro, what is this? Like, who are you guys fighting against? Maybe they're fighting against me. Maybe they're saying like, hey, F you, I'm on the screen. So I guess they won, checkmate. I guess I understand now. Maybe that's what it is, because they're like, people hate this, screw you. So I guess I can respect that in a way. That's funny. That's interesting. But dude, I just feel like we're so cooked when it comes to just like what people appreciate and what people celebrate, man. Because people are celebrating like mediocre music that's more about like just having a huge ego that seeps into like materialism, where it's like, oh, let's spend money that could change people's lives on a materialistic item that, I don't know, man. I just don't feel like how, I just don't understand how that's like needed at all. I just don't. I don't, man. And you obviously do what you want with your money. Obviously do what you want. Do whatever makes you happy. I don't know why I have to keep saying that, but cause I'm not trying to be like judgmental. You know, I'm just trying to kind of understand, and I just feel like we're so lost, man. I just feel like, I don't know, man. It's like, dude, we are though, bro. Like, do you guys, like, when's the last time you guys scrolled like reels? You know, maybe your algorithm's like hype or whatever, but I've had moments where I just wanted to see like what the world is up to. So I didn't have an algorithm. It was just going to show me, you know, what it was going to show me, right? And dude, it's just like, it feels like all that stuff is just so fake. Like, I just see it in their eyes. They're like, this is disingenuous, bro. It is. And do they know, or are they so far gone now that this is just who they are? You guys know what I mean? And I just find it so odd that people celebrate like people who come on screen with like a bubbly attitude, and they like love it. They're like, oh, I love their vibe or something. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, what do you guys mean? Like, you don't know this person at all. Like, celebrity culture, I just don't understand. I fundamentally just don't understand it. I get you can appreciate someone who does well at a craft or an art, or, you know, I think there's some good actors out there. Sure. Good directors. I get all that. But like the celebrity like worship, I just fundamentally don't understand why you would put these types of people on a pedestal. Especially, bro, have you guys like, if it's taken this long until 2020 for you guys to see that these people are not good people, and you still think they are, like, bro, like that was like a nuke going off to show you. And I feel like people still aren't putting the pieces together, and that's crazy. And if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. If not, maybe I can go in on it at some point, but it's like, bro, these are not good people, and the people you think they are, like, it's pretend, man. It's pretend. They're showing up how they want you to perceive them, and I don't know, bro. It's like people like know more about celebrities than they do like families, like their own families. You know what I mean? Or their own friends. And I don't know. Maybe you can make an argument. It's like, yeah, but if my friend was, you know, playing big stages and, you know, dancing like that, like, you know, I'd be all in on their stuff. And it's like, probably not. Probably wouldn't, because I'd be a friend. You'd probably understand more if you were in that circle of like the actual like vibe going on. But man, I just feel like people are so blind. I feel like people are so blind. And like I said, I think you can enjoy things. I think you should always enjoy things as much as you can. But I don't know, man. I think we've put the wrong people on the pedestals. And how did we get this far? You know what I mean? Like, what is that? Like, I get it, like, why some people, like, find that stuff demonic, because, like, in a way, man, it is. It's just, like, how do you view that word, you know? So I don't really know how you view it. But it is a good descriptor for it. Because, like, bro, these guys are talking about, like, having huge egos and flexing and, you know, screw everything, I have all this money. And it's like, dang, you guys are only focused on that stuff. And maybe they aren't behind the scenes, but that's what they're portraying. And people, like, find that fiction to be like reality. You know, it starts getting in their head where they start playing pretend like that's what it means to be a successful, you know, respectable person. And I don't know, man. It's like if you believe that, do you realize that like you're wanting respect from other fake people? You know what I mean? Because like respectable people or grounded people who like actually respect someone, it has nothing to do with like your status or, you know, your income or your money, like any of that stuff. It comes to like your heart. You know what I mean? Like how kind are you and like honest are you in the moment? You know, do you have a good vibe? Because you can feel people's vibes. And or maybe some of us don't, man, because sometimes I feel like I can see a thing, and not being judgmental, but like it's like, dang, this person's evil. Like I feel like I can see it in their eyes sometimes, like the vibe they give off. And but people celebrate them. I'm like, dang, man, maybe I'm crazy or something. I mean, I guess I must be a little bit if if I feel like on the outside of what people celebrate, man. And dude, I didn't even get to like all the OnlyFans types of stuff going on. And you know, if you're a girl, get your bag. You know, I guess guys can too, but it's like get your bag, do what you want. But man, it feels like we're lost, doesn't it? Doesn't it feel like we're lost and we're just, because that stuff, like, bro, that's brought to the forefront way too much, like adult content. Like, bro, I don't know if like that will always exist. Yes, that's the biggest money like machine out there, and it makes sense. It's like a biological hack to get people to pay for that type of stuff. I get it, but I don't know, man. I guess at the end of the day, I just believe we could do better, but it takes like a certain recognizing and like kind of stepping outside of that to see it for what it really is. And I don't know, man. I guess I just find it kind of sad. You know, and I don't think it's like a holier than thou thing. I've fallen into certain patterns and certain ideologies, especially in my younger days, man, where like I used to think like rock and roll and metal was like the coolest stuff. And now like I still appreciate the music sometimes and it's kind of cool. But it's not that cool. I feel like there's more important things going on, you know what I mean? But I guess that stuff, I don't know. I guess the people that pay into that stuff is young people, so that's why it's targeted towards them. But man, I feel like we've really lost the plot. There's obviously gonna always be some real ones out there. So if you're one of them, man, I appreciate you stopping by. If you're not, if you're on the complete opposite and I was just kind of talking about all the things you enjoy, hey man, let's use this as a moment for you to explain to me why you enjoy that, because you probably must see through it if you're able to listen to me talk about it, who just like, you know, I accept that it exists. I just guess I just find it kind of gross that it's celebrated. Like celebrity culture, flex culture, hustle culture, ego, big egos. But yeah, man, I could go on and on, but I don't want to make this too long. So I appreciate you listening, boy. I don't even think I really like scratched too much of the surface of where I could take this. So I'm sure it'll come out another time. I just need to get this energy out of me, man. Because as we were like driving back and we were like listening to that music, and I just saw all the fancy stuff at the mall, and like I don't know, bro. It felt like a dark cloud over me. I was like, dang, bro. This is how people are. This is how a lot of people are. And live your life, but it's like, dang, man. I just feel like we could do better, if you know what I mean. So, appreciate you listening, boy. Make sure to do something for yourself today. Make sure to do something for someone else today. And regardless, boy, this place is crazy, but we got this, all right? Take care.